Well, good morning and welcome to our worldwide viewers. Sorry for the little hiccup there at the start. I'd left my notes in the pony line, so we're ready now for our first of our semi-finals of this Talacrest Prince of Wales Championship Cup between, in the white shirts, Monterosso, and the red shirts of BP Polo. Monterosso, number 1, Alessandro Bazzoni, 1 goal. Number 2, Mackenzie Wace, 5 goals. Number 3, Guillermo Terrera, 7 goals. And number 4, Juan Martin Nero, 9 goals. 22 goals on handicap. And opposing them for BP Polo at number 1 in the gold helmet, Jovi Bay of 3 goals. Number 2, Henaro Ringa, 7 goals. Number 3, Rufino Bensedon, 7 goals, and number 4, Garvey Bay, who's taking the strike just now. They have a 20-goal handicap. That's why there is a 2-goal advantage to BP Polo at the start of this contest. And away we go. 2 umpires for today. Jason Dixon, Timmy Bown, and up in the crow's nest, able to see the replays courtesy of Polo Cam, is Howard Smith. Monterosso in the league stages had a clean sweep of their matches as they came through. The only team in the league stages with a clean sweep, with BP Polo having 2 wins. So they came through as the 4th place team, with Monterosso coming through as the 1st place team. Therefore the 1st team plays the 4th team, which is why we have these 2 teams. The 2nd and 3rd teams being Vikings and Park Place will play this afternoon. Coming through now, taking the backhand shot there was Garvey Bay. Takes it out towards the boards. Up for the pass goes Alessandro Bazzoni on Smoothie the Grey. Hinara Ringo on the other grey in this chukka, Historica, as he sends that one forward for Garvey Bay, who comes through, leaves it behind. Coming back now will be Juan Marnero. Makes the turning play. Turns it around for Monterosso, pushing down towards the flags. There goes Bassoni up for the pass. In there comes Nero pushing forward, still on the advance. Behind him is Mackenzie Wace. It's going to be picked up now by, nicely stolen away there by Henaro Ringa. Ringa taking it forward, as I told you, on this grey Historica. We'll see this one play later with one of the bays as he takes it down the field, passes it up there to Jovi Bay. In comes Jovi Bay. 3 goals, didn't have quite enough room. Whistle has gone. Play restarting. The backhand there by Rufino Bensedon. Bensedon didn't play in the last league match. He was substituted by Bigatti as he was playing in France. And he'll be coming through now. It will be Bensedon. Tries to pick up the right away. The ball goes wide over the back line. Out of play. So a knock in with 4 minutes registering still on the clock. Bringing it in is Terrera. Terrera takes it to the right, sets it up there for Jovi Bay to come through and try and pick it up, but it is in fact Juan Marnero who takes the ball forward. Has his stick cancelled out as they push forward, still on the advance. Going forward. Now it's Mackenzie Wace. Mackenzie Wace comes through. Machitas Chernia, the grey that he's changed onto, used to be played mostly by Bazzoni, but now in the string of Wace as he goes forward. Back in defence goes Garvey Bay. Garvey's not played here in the United Kingdom since 2016 when he played in the Royal Windsor. Takes the backhand shot across the face of his own goalmouth. Wide to the right it goes and out of play. From the back line, bringing it in. Still forward. And in came Garvey Bay, had just enough, Hanara Ringa had just enough room to come through, and it's Hanara Ringa now pushing down towards that target area. Hanara Ringa pushing. Can he push it down towards the flags? In there now comes Jovi Bay, tries to take the goal shot attempt. In comes Ringa, he shoots from distance. Across the face of the goalmouth, in comes Brafino Bensadon, takes the backhand shot, opens it up, picked up now by Juanma Nero. Nero pushes forward. And they're going to be playing this end-to-end. This team of BP Polo have been stretching the opposition in their league matches, playing four-man polo, and it looks like they're going to do that today, and they're blessed with the most magnificent Prince's Ground field, which really does keep the game of polo played at fast pace. Tremendous ground here at Smith's Lawn for this Prince's Ground, now playing in its third year, the first year that it's been played at the high goal level. So a hit from the centre of the field. Juanma Nero just teeing the ball up. Anesor Upa, the pony that he's changed onto. He was riding Lovelock Sumatra to start with. Now on Anesor Anesor Upa. Anesor being the breeding prefix from Argentina. Nero just takes it forward. Now he winds up, pushes it up to the front door. In there, coming to the defensive play will be Garvey Bay. Cutting the corner, comes round is Guillermo Terrera. Terrera is challenged by Ringa, and Ringa, the young man, steals that one very nicely indeed. Pushes forward. Still there now. Ringa challenged there by Terrera. Terrera takes evasive action. Ringa sends that one forward for Garvey Bay. Garvey pushes that one forward. Unfortunately for him, Wace just now. The question mark for the two umpires will be, was Wace on the grey in the way, or was the shot inadvertently hit him? We'll have a look on the replay. Those of you watching around the world, look at that lovely scene for those of the worldwide viewers looking down over the Prince's Ground and then down over ground 4 to the new grounds of 6 and 8. A wonderful setting here for this first semi-final of the Prince of Wales Championship Cup. Our two umpires consulting with Howard Smith, who's looking on the replay to see who was in the wrong and who was in the right. And here we go on the replay, those of you watching around the world, coming in. So I think like it might have been inadvertent. Two umpires will probably decide to throw the ball in, from what I can hear. Certainly wasn't deliberately dangerous, and it may have been that White's inadvertently strayed across the right of way. So they're going to bowl the ball in. No score yet. 2 minutes 12 seconds on the clock registering in this first period. BP Polo played in the high goal last year. Monterosso, this is their 6th year, having been playing since 2017 in the high goal, and it's Alessandro Bozzoni who takes it forward. Now it's going to be Mackenzie Wace. He gets it stolen away by Bensadon. Jovi Bay sent that one forward, took the big under the neck shot. Unfortunately that hit Juanma, or his horsing, on the neck. Now the umpires will decide whether that was unnecessarily, which I think they probably will. Six teams entered this Prince of Wales Championship Cup for 2022. Very generously sponsored by John Collins of Classic Ferraris Talacrest in their 2nd year. Subgroup A was BP Polo, Monterosso and Vikings. Subgroup B was Billingbear Park, Polo Team Greengates and Park Place. BP Polo in their opening match went down to Park Place 11-14. They then beat Billingbear Park Polo Team 11-10, and they then beat Greengates 11-10 in their final league match. Two classic league matches going to a 7th chukka, with BP Polo getting the golden goal twice to secure their place as the number 4 seed in this semi-final. Monterosso, as I said, a clean sweep, went through top of the 6. Mackenzie Wace coming in. He's been taking all the penalties. He strikes it nicely, pops it away, and Mackenzie Wace, the goal scorer, puts that one up onto the board for the team of Monterosso. He'll come back to the centre. Machitos Patsy, the chestnut that he just took that penalty on. having changed off Machitas Vanessa. Then he was on the grey. That's the third pony that Mackenzie Wace has played in this chukka. So it's 2-1. First one on the board for Monterosso, courtesy of the stick of Wace. Terrera picks up possession, pushes it forward, leaves it behind, turning round, but it's going to be Juan Marnero who comes through first. Juan Marnero fires that one forward. Ooh, and unfortunately that has hit Hinara Ringa quite hard. Let's hope he's okay. That really did hit him quite a knock, as you see there. Those of you watching on the replay, here comes Juan Marnero, takes the strike. On. Wrong. It looks like it's going to be Jovi Bay. My apologies. So Jovi Bay is going to take the strike. Here he comes. Winds up. Has he fired it through? He has indeed, and that's a nice goal for Jovi Bay down at the Prince Consort's end. That statue of the Prince Consort given by the Daughters of the Empire to Queen Victoria in 1897, overlooking that goalmouth. Here we go on the replay. There's the statue. There's Jovi Bay. Converts it nicely. Penalty 4. Well converted by Jovi. Puts number 3 on the board. Ends have reversed. Time enough to get a couple more runs of play as Juan Marnero picks it up, takes it over the halfway line. Juan Marnero, in comes Hinara Ringa, takes the backhand shot. More evident was put onto that by Jovi Bay, and plenty of angle, and he's going to find Garvey Bay. Garvey Bay advancing over. Wrong, it is Rufino Benzadon, apologies. Benzadon took up the backhand. It's Benzadon. I think he's found the flags. My goodness. Oh, why? What a goal. I thought it was going to go through, but I'm not quite sure if the umpires are certain that's gone in. They looked like it was going in to start with, but it was curling. The goal judge waved it in. We'll have a look at this on the replay, maybe. Here we go. That's Benzadon coming down nicely. He really got a hold of that one, but it was curling. And the umpires ruled that it had curled so much that it had gone over and to the wide, to the left. No goal given. Seconds remaining to that first bell. Garvey Bay with a big open backhand. He's been very strong with his backhands. There goes the bell as Wace picks it up for the opposition. Mackenzie Wace just pushes forward, will make the turning play, leaves it. It's picked up now by Juan Marnero. Nero pushing up to the halfway line. Juan Marnero advances over the halfway line. With him comes Jovi Bay. Nero tries to get it up to Guillermo Terrera, went up for the pass. The backhand solid there by Hinara Ringa on the chestnut. Shipacho, through came Mackenzie Wace. He had just enough room. The umpire's whistle stays silent. Benzadon a little unhappy, thinking that he would get the penalty. There's the bell as Wace takes it down. The score at the end of the first chukka, 3-1. There was a 2-goal advantage at the beginning on handicap, and BP Polo have maintained that advantage still with a 2-goal. So we go back for the second chukka. That very distinctive horse, Machitas Iniesta, is what Alessandro Bozzoni's riding. Plays it very well in the second chukka normally, and he's on it today. Coming through now, will be picking it up, is going to be Garvey Bay. Garvey sends that one up to Jovi Bay, and it's Jovi Bay who breaks clear, and away goes Jovi Bay, pushing down there. Margot, the chestnut that he's on, takes it down the field. With him comes Juan Marnero. Jovi Bay trying to avoid the hook as he found the flags. Jovi Bay pushes it down wide to the left and out of play. Nice run there by Jovi Bay. Really did scoot away from Juan Marnero. GT Delfina, the dark bay that Nero's riding in this chukka. Pretty well all the ponies that Juan Marnero's riding today he did lend, along with Adolfo, Pilon Sterling and Kubi Tocolina, to the Uruguayans. So very well mounted they were indeed, with some of these beautiful ponies taking it forward. Bozzoni takes it on the near side, pushes down on the offside. Through comes Mackenzie Wace. Now it'll be taken the backhand by Hinara Ringa. Ringa turns it around. It's going to be picked up, though, by Juan Marnero. Nero looks around him. They're trailing by 2 at the moment as Nero brings it around the corner. Nero just pushes forward down towards that Prince Consort goalmouth, and it's Nero on the advance. Now he comes in. The backhand was taken solidly by Ringa. Turning quickly is going to be Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay comes in. Terrera there was first of all there. Took the backhand shot. Terrera Turned it around. Who's going to picking it up now? It's going to be Henara Ringa. Ringa pushing forward, tries to avoid the hook. Terrera comes in all the time, and it's Ringa who breaks away. Ringa pushing forward. Mysterioso, the pony that he's playing, takes it down the field, over the halfway line. In comes Mackenzie Wace to take the backhand shot. Mackenzie Wace just managed to get there. Machita Supernova, the chestnut that he's on, as it's turned around now, met by Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay sends this one forward. Up there goes Rufino Benzadon, only 20 years of age. Rufino comes in to take it. In there also with him is the opposing number 3, Terrera, who gets there first of all. Terrera turns it around nicely. He got there first, turned it well. Terrera on Story, I believe, which is one of his favourite ponies, sends it forward up there to the front door. Ball drops down nicely for Juanma Nero. Nero sends that one forward up there to Mackenzie Wace, but going back and solidly in defence under the tail of his pony, Garvey Bay. He's been executing these backhands very well indeed throughout the tournament. Now the umpires will decide who had the right of way. The backhand was taken. There was a little bit of angle onto it. Jovi Bay turned. Did he have the right of way? Did White have the right of way? Umpires will make their decision. Have a look at this on the replay. There's the backhand. You see it nicely taken with angle coming around. And I think they're going to say that Jovi Bay had turned first and had established himself. They do indeed. So the ball dropped down for a penalty in favour of the red shirts of BP Polo from the halfway point at 5B. So the umpires had a look at that on the replay. Jovi Bay, you saw, had turned really quickly onto that, managed to establish himself. The white player coming through didn't have the right of way. The penalty therefore goes in front favour of Jovi Bay. Told you the chestnut he's on, Maga, as he takes it forward. Just taking it forward, pushes down there. Up there now, picking it up will be Juanma Nero. Nero just checks as the whistle goes. Let's make sure his pony's all right. Just hopefully that Juanma's okay. He's really been excelling this year, although this is his first time in the Prince of Wales. And along with them in the opposition we have Alessandro Bassoni, who's been playing the high goal since 2017. That's giving a little resume of all our 8 players. Away we go. The ball was bowled in. It's going to be picked up now by Mackenzie Wace. He pushes forward. 4 minutes remaining in this second period. Wace pushes forward. Now goes for the big under the neck shot, fires it forward. Nero goes up for the pass. Back in defence goes Garvey Bay. It'll be Garvey Bay who'll take the backhand. He takes it. Didn't get much angle onto that one. Jovi came in. He didn't get a hold of it. And it's Henara Ringa. Nicely turns that one for Rufino Benzadon. He has a big ride off with Terrera. Can't bring it around. And it's going to be Alessandro Bazzoni who brings it around the corner. Bazzoni now leaves it for Wace, who has it stolen by Henara Ringa. And it's great play from Henara Ringa. Push it forward. The 7-goaler is out on his own. And it's Ringa. He's got not much support. Benzadon is way behind him. Ringa takes it forward, pushes down there. The backhand, I told you, solid from that back, famous back, Juanma Nero. Ball goes forward, picked up now by Garvey Bay. Garvey will pick it up on the boards, bring it down. Still pushes. Garvey on the boards, takes it off the boards. Still there, Garvey pushing. With him is Mackenzie Wace. Now comes Jovi Bay. Called off it. It was actually Benzadon before. Now it's Garvey Bay. Apologies as Garvey sends it up there to Rufino Benzadon. Benzadon pushing down towards that target. Benzadon, has he found the flags? Just gone wide, out of play. The score remains 3-1 in favour of BP Polo, with Monterosso yet to register on the scoreboard. From the back line. Just taking it forward is Rufino Benzadon. Benzadon brings it around the corner. Still on the advance. Takes it forward. Benzadon comes around the corner. Benzadon pushes forward. Still BP Polo taking it down there. And Benzadon pushes down towards that back line. Over it goes out of play. The score remains 3-1 in favour of BP. The knock-in to be taken. By Juanma Nero. He brings it in. Trailing by 2, Monterosso. Quite a lot of work to do. BP Polo I don't know if they're going to run out of horses. They haven't got as many horses as the team of Monterosso, and it may be on a hot day like this that the depth in horsepower will tell a bit in the 5th and 6th chukka. We'll wait and see as Nero takes possession. Bensadon forces him to unload. It goes up to the front door, bringing it around now. There will be a Nara Ringer. Through came Bensadon. Bensadon took it there nicely. Up there to Garvey Bay, and it's Garvey Bay advancing up towards the halfway line. Backhand there, solid look at that from One Man Nero. That's why they keep telling you the backhands are so solid from him playing at that backdoor position. Through comes Guillermo Terrera. He's being hassled all the time by Hinara Ringer. Terrera, but Ringer wrong. It was Bensadon who came through. Pushes forward. Bensadon comes forward, but Nero's there first of all. He takes the near side backhand shot. Who's going to be picking it up, taking it on the near side? Did he have enough room? Possibly not. We'll just wait. Garvey Bay reached out, took it on the left-hand side. Terrera was coming through at pace. The question is, did he have enough room? The umpires will make their decision. They decide that he didn't have enough room. Howard Smith, having looked at it on the replay, as you saw there on the replay, he didn't quite have enough room to take it. He took it correctly on the near side, but unfortunately just not enough room as he came through. Therefore the penalty does go in favour of Monterosso. Penalty 2, open goal. Guillermo Terrera leaves the honours for Mackenzie Waste, and it has been Mackenzie who's been taking pretty much all the penalties for Monterosso throughout this tournament. As in he comes now. Waste will take the penalty. Comes in, penalty 2, 30 yards out. Goal is good, number 2 on the board for the team of Monterosso. Seeing it there on the replay, right in front of the Prince Consort statue. No problems, confidently popped it away. I believe that might be Machitas Valeska that he took that penalty on. Hope I've got that right. Through now, Bazzoni leaves it for Wace. The young man, as I said, only 19 years of age. Left it, still Wace is there. He's challenged by Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay tickles it around. It's going to be picked up by Rufino Bensadon. Bensadon pushes forward, and it's Bensadon on the advance. Bensadon behind him. He's got Jovi Bay, but it's Bensadon on the boards being pushed there all the time by Juanma Nero. Now it's Wace who comes around. Bensadon comes in, but Nero coming through from the rear. Fires it forward. Nero up towards the front door. Now it will be Mackenzie Wace. Wace is hooked out of it there by Rufino Bensadon. Through at pace comes Juanma Nero, and it's Nero pushing down towards the flags. Nero comes in. Can he find the flags? Get the equaliser. Nero comes through. Yes, he does. And that's Juanma Nero at the end of that second chukka, who puts a nice one away and gets the equaliser. Nicely popped away. JM can really operate. Picked a few out there for you. Oveka, the black horse of Jovi Bay, also played nicely the other day. Keep an eye open for the ponies. Remember that they are actually 80% of the game. Taking it forward now, it's going to be Rufino Bensadon. Bensadon pushes down there. With him comes Juanma Nero, and Juanma Nero, I told you this pony could operate. Look at the speed of it as he came through from there. Now picking it up will be Rufino, wrong, Garvey Bay. It's Garvey Bay, called off it. No, he hasn't, yes, but in comes Bensadon. Ringer as well. Bensadon just pushes forward. Now he goes for the under the next shot. Ooh, and he took that one a little bit too much on the angle. Wide to the left of the goal mouth and out. Oh, this time it's gone in. It had gone left wide. First of all, in the end, it went through nicely. Let's have a look at that on the replay, which will be nice to see. Here we go. So just coming through there, that's Bensadon. Goes for the under the next shot. It goes to the left first of all. Picked up by Jovi Bay. In it goes. So nice goal there for Jovi Bay. Puts number 4 on the board for BP Polo in this third chukka and keeps them very much in the hunt. They lead by 1. The backhand taken by Bazzoni. Little bit of messy play there in front of the scoreboard, showing 5 minutes 50 seconds remaining. Ooh. Anyway, it's Mackenzie Wace. He comes around. This one to equalise and put Monterosso up to 4. It is a penalty 3, so it can be defended by Ringa, but Ringa comes through. He can't stop that one. Goal is good. We're glad that Alessandro Bazzoni's back in the saddle, and Mackenzie Wace puts number 4 on the board from that penalty 3, 40 yards out. Ball in play. Who's going to be picking it up from the line out there? Possession so crucial, taken on the near side by Mackenzie Wace. He's the one who takes possession, takes it forward. Now the backhand from Bensadon, turns it around for Jovi Bay. Garvey Bay goes forward wrong. It's Ringa. Hinaro Ringa takes it down the field. With him comes Terrera. Ringa pushes forward. In there came Jovi Bay. The ball is protected by Mackenzie Wace over the backline and out of play. Knock in for Monterosso. Bringing it in. Nero, as I said. Anasur Diablo, the pony that he won the Palermo Open in, the 9th chukka. So it's great to have a pony like this playing here today as he takes it forward. It's still Juanma Nero pushing up towards the halfway line. Through he comes at pace. Look at this as Nero goes over the halfway line. In comes Bensadon, takes the little backhand flick, ricochets off Ringa's pony. Ringa comes in, a good backhand there from Jovi Bay, and Ringa reckoned that he had the right of way. So as they're coming through, umpire Timmy Bowen and Jason Dixon blow the whistle. Little explanation on how they saw the play. You get to see it there on the replay and can make up your own mind. So it will be a spot hit for BP Polo. So Garvey Bay will take the strike. I told you this little grey pony, Stallion, Zorro, in he comes. Played the other day by Alfredo Bigatti when he substituted for Bensadon. Mackenzie Wace comes in to challenge him. Big hit there by Garvey Bay, right up to the front door. Back in defence goes Bazzoni. Jovi Bay comes through. Bazzoni takes it on the near side, reaching out. Just saved it going over the back line. Rufino Bensadon will turn it around the corner. He's being pushed by Juanma Nero. Down there into the pony lines, right down in front of the ground, 3 pony lines. And he's right on the boards now as Bensadon is pushed all the time by Nero. Bensadon comes off the boards. Nero pushes him. Still Bensadon makes the turning play, comes away, avoids the stick of Nero. Great play from Rufino Bensadon. In there came the backhand from Mackenzie Wace. He turned it very nicely indeed for Alessandro Bazzoni, and it's Bazzoni pushing away up towards the halfway line. Bazzoni pushing forward on the advance, and it's Bazzoni still pushing forward. Left it behind. Aguanti Maconoda, the pony that Bazzoni was playing, taken there on the near side by Terrera. Now for Nero. Nero comes through. In comes Rufino Bensadon, but it's Nero pushing down the backhand solid from Hinaro Ringa. Who will he find? In there comes Wace, who shoots and scores. Mackenzie Wace found the ball, shot confidently towards the goal mouth and puts Monterosso into the lead now by 5 goals to 4. And interestingly enough, all those 5 goals I believe have come to the stick of Mackenzie Wace, although several of them have been penalties. Fires it in. Goal is good. Goal judges 1 goes up. 5-4 Monterosso lead. 2.5 minutes remaining in this period. Nero came back on the field then, having changed his pony. Picked up now, taking it down there is Rufino Bensadon. Rufino pushes forward. And who will that one go in favour of? We'll have to wait and see. One more Nero Got off that pony I was telling you about. He's now, before we move through to the halfway time point here on the Prince's Ground, of the first of our semi-finals of the 2022 Prince of Wales Championship Cup. Signature hit there by Garvey Bay. You can always recognise his swing. He doesn't take a big swing, a full swing. Mostly he takes those big long arm swings, and it's picked up now by Mackenzie Wace. He takes the under the neck shot. Pushing forward though and picking it up will be Rufina Bensadon. He's cancelled out. The ball goes over the boards. Sideline hit in. So the ball dropped down for the sideline hit in, having established that it came off a white player or pony last. So Garvey Bay takes the strike, waiting to challenge him. There was that long arm swing again from Garvey Bay. Tries to find Bensadon, but he only finds Torreira, and Torreira brings it around the corner. He's hassled by Jovi Bay. Through comes Bensadon. Bensadon is hooked by Torreira. Jovi Bay turns first, takes the backhand shot, ricochets off a pony, takes a second bite of the cherry, turns it around for Hinara Ringa. Back goes Juan Marnira. Anticipation from the great Juan Marnira himself, turns it around. He's protected by Wace, who took away Ringa. That allows him a little bit of room to manoeuvre. Coming in for the challenge now is Rufino Bensadon. Up for the pass goes Alessandro Bersoni. Bersoni waiting for the pass up at the front door, but instead Nero takes a little tickle to the left hand side, finds Torreira. Torreira fires it forward for Bersoni, who's waiting up there, reaching out. Garvey Bay just managed to turn it around. Now comes Genaro Ringa, and it's Genaro pushes forward. Genaro winds up, sent it forward for Bensadon, but Nero's the one who's going to go there first of all. Juan Marnira makes the turning play, brings it around. Now we'll look up. Here comes the pass up to the front door. Lovely play from Juan Marnira, sent that one forward, but the first one to pick it up will be Jovi Bay. Jovi brings it over, and he left it behind. Pouncing onto it is Torreira, who says thanks very much, and that's going wide to the left of the goal mouth. Still in play. In comes Bersoni, takes the backhand. That's a nice goal there from Alessandro Bersoni as he popped it away indeed, and that was a very nicely taken goal by Alessandro Bersoni. Have a look at that on the replay. There's Torreira, fires it forward to the left of the goal mouth. There's Bersoni coming across. Now watch this. Here comes the backhand. Lovely backhand there from Alessandro Bersoni. Goal judge confidently waves it in. 2-goal advantage. 6 on the board now for Monterosso. The bell goes, so that will end the third chukka. So off they go with a score 6 to Monterosso and 4 goals to Smaller. Is out of that very famous mare, Small Person, that we all saw so much of in the past. Keep an eye open for the chestnut that Mackenzie Wace is riding, Machitas Chavella. This horse scored 3 goals from in the league stages, and it can really fire. Likewise, Dolfina Iliana that hit Nero's taking the goal shot attempt on now. This one again was played in the Uruguayan team. Nicely taken down the field there. So that was the horse that Nero was riding. And to complete the lineup of ponies, Torreira on Regatona and Alessandro Bersoni on Machitas Belen. Taking it forward now on the advance, pushing down the field. It's going to be Hinara Ringa. He drives it down there to the front door, protecting it as it goes over the back line, out of play. League stages, but they were battling a little bit to make sure they had enough ponies, BP Polo, and we'll see how much they've got in depth as we go through into this last 3 chukkas. The backhand taken solidly there by Ringa, met there by Wace on Chavella, the horse I was telling you about. 3 goals in 2 minutes this pony that Wace is on scored in the other day, as the ball is taken forward by Juan Marniro. Unfortunately for him, it hops the boards out of play. Dolfina Iliana that he's playing in this chukka was played by Alejo Torenko in the first chukka of the International and was his favourite on that occasion. Just bringing it around now will be Mackenzie Wace. Pushes forward. Wace has it. Now it's going to be Nero, but it's taken away by Rufino Bensadon. Bensadon goes for the big under the neck shot, doesn't connect. Now it's Hinara Ringa. That's looking pretty. Hinara Ringa, up comes Jovi Bay. And Jovi Bay solidly puts it away on the chestnut Premisa. The pass came up from Hinara Ringa, and that was nicely taken as he sent it up to the front door. Who's going to be putting it through? Here we go. There's the play as we look at it on the replay. Pushes it forward. Back to the middle of the field. 5 on the board now. 2. BP Polo coming to the stick of Jovi Bay. So just 1 goal separating the 2 teams. Mackenzie Wace goes back to shut down. Brings his pony, Machitas Chavella, around. Now he looks up, sends it up to the front door there for Juanma Nero, who's waiting. He just checks. Nero checks with him. The hook is good there from Hinara Ringa. Now bringing it around the corner is going to be Guillermo Terrera. Terrera fires it forward. Has he found the flags? It's looking pretty good. In comes Bazzoni, and it's Alessandro Bazzoni who popped it away. Nice goal there, coming to the stick of Alessandro Bazzoni. And that was a nicely taken pass up to the front door by Terrera, with Bazzoni the one who converted it. Opportunity for players to go and change. So that puts number 7 up onto the board for Monterosso. 2 goals, Alessandro scored. The remaining 5, including the penalties, having come to the stick of Mackenzie Wace. In the Boza ball. Possession, so important. There's the backhand from Garvey Bay. Tried to find Hinara Ringa, but he doesn't. He just finds Terrera pushing forward. It's Terrera on the advance. Now goes back in defence. Goes Jovi Bay. Little mistake there by Terrera, but he takes the ball anyway. Tucking in behind him is going to be Mackenzie Wace. Wace just has a little bit of room to manoeuvre now. Now he goes for the big under the neck shot up towards the front door. He sent it up there to the goal scorer Bassoni before. Lovely backhand from Bassoni across the face of his own goal mouth. Ringa was having a bit of a problem getting his pony to push forward, and it's going to be picked up now by Guillermo Terrera. Terrera will bring it around the corner. He duly does. Terrera comes around the houses, advancing down there. The backhand is taken solidly by Bensadon, but unfortunately for him, ball is dropped down. Mackenzie Wace comes in and takes the strike. He fires it, but it comes off the pony of Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay bringing it around on the grey Historica. Historica was played by Hinara Ringa in the first chukka. Now Jovi Bay's playing it. Rufino Bensadon sends it left for Garvey Bay. He reaches out. He can't get a hold of it. Through comes Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay still pushing. Jovi on the advance. Pushes forward. He gets hooked out of it. The backhand taken solidly there by Alessandro Bazzoni, who's going to be picking it up. In there comes Hinara Ringa. He's back on that chestnut. I was telling you about Pacho that plays so well. Up there now to Rufino Bensadon. Bensadon comes through and cuts it down towards the flags. Has he found it? Backhand tried by Wace over the back line and out of play. 2 minutes remaining with 2 goals the difference. 7-5. Remember, there was a 2-goal handicap advantage, this being a 6 chukka max, the full handicap advantage of 2 goals being taken for BP at the beginning, as Juanma Nero brings it from the back line. He's challenged by Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay steals it. Jovi Bay goes for the under the neck shot. Hooked there by Terrera. In there now comes Bensadon. And Bensadon was waiting to be able to have a clear shot at goal. Bazzoni came in, took the near side backhand. I suspect that will go for BP Polo. He was just waiting till the white player had cleared, and then Bazzoni came in and hooked him. Spot hit. An opportunity just to have 1 goal the difference. Ball being teed up by Hinara Ringa. You can recognise this pony of his, Sipacho. It's got, besides the big white face, has a white left front, 2 white hinds, very pale chestnut, and it can really operate. Sipacho with Hinara Ringa will take this open goal attempt. And he gets it in. The goal is good. Game on. 6 on the board now to BP Polo in this 4th chukka. And that's a nice little advantage for them as they move up to 6. They trail by just 1. Ringa putting that spot hit in confidently. They'll be lining the ball up and throwing it in on this side in this second half. Ball is in play. Picked up there now by Mackenzie Wace. Wace comes around the corner, leaves it behind. Through from pace comes one man, Nero. He sends it up for Terrera, who went forward for the pass. Terrera comes in, plucking it in the air. Terrera's advancing, in comes Garvey Bay. Takes the backhand shot, connects very nicely. Through comes Jovi Bay. Jovi coming through on the grey Historica. Here he comes, and it's Jovi Bay, sends it forward. Back solidly goes Alessandro Bassoni. Bassoni took the backhand, ricochets off the pony of Jovi, picked up now by Terrera. He's got support by behind him, Waste, but he manages to run through them all on his own, and it's Terrera pushing down there. Terrera going forward, back in defence goes Garvey Bay. Terrera pushes down there. Now comes Ringa. In comes the hook there. Jovi Bay comes in, has a little collision with Nero. Bell has gone, 30 seconds remain. In comes Jovi Bay. Whistle has gone. Did Nero have the right of way? We'll wait for the start of the next chukka. That penalty, whichever way it will go, will start the 5th chukka. So as we end this Mackenzie Wace operates really nicely, very much like Chavella, which also used to be played by Alessandro, now being played by Mackenzie Wace. So Wace comes in, this one to put them back in the lead by 2. He pops it away. Goal is good. Number 8 on the board for Monterosso, courtesy of the stick of Wace. So back they come to the centre. Guillermo Terrera. Oriental Samantha that he's riding, a horse of Pilon Sterling's. Open Catedra, I believe, for Alessandro Bazzoni, and Osa, a very good horse of 1 miles. I saw this play a lot during the year, the bay that he's on. That's giving you a full complement of 8 ponies for this chukka, as it's going to be picked up the backhand there now by Garvey Bay. He turns it around nicely. They're trailing by 2 at the moment. He finds Hinara Ringa. Ringa takes it down towards the boards. He just checks. Now goes for the under the next shot. Fires it. Lovely play from him. Up it goes to Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay, big under the next shot. Has he found the flags? Wide to the right. Out of play. Score remains 8-6 for Monterosso. From the back line. Brought in by one man Nero, who sends it left. Jovi Bay's the one who picks it up. He takes the backhand shot. He finds Rufino Benzadon, but in front of Benzadon it was Wace. Now, did Wace make correct contact and allowed him to make the play? We'll have to wait to see what the umpires decide, but the backhand was solid. Looked like the BP player had picked up the right away. Wace snuck ahead in front of him. One man Nero gives Mackenzie Wace a little bit of education in the rules of polo as the penalty goes in favour of BP. That was a nice backhand that was picked up the right away. You can see how important it is to get the backhand with angle. When you get it with angle and turn it around, then it's the advantage is in favour of your player rather than the opposition. If you hit it straight back, then it is more than likely that it will go on the right of way to the opposition. So you want the angle, which you got there, and the penalty went for BP Polo. So another one for them to try and get back. It's Hinara Ringa who's going to take the strike. They trail by 2. Plenty of polo still in this match as Hinara Ringa comes around. Misteriosa, who we played in the second chukka, comes in. It's an open goal. Ringa to take the strike. Penalty 2, he comes in all the way along the ground. The goal is good, and that's number 7 on the board, courtesy of the stick of Hinara Ringa. And he now puts that one through. 8-7. Have a little look at that, the replay. Those of you watching around the world, wherever you may be, Argentina, Australia, South Africa, Kenya, Germany, I believe there are viewers in all those countries. lined up in the middle of the field. It will be bowled in. The ball will be picked up. Possession is taken by BP Polo, but the backhand taken by Waste. Back there in interest there by Garvey Bay. He finds Rufina Bensadon. Bensadon being pushed all the time by Waste. Jovi Bay comes through, called him off it. There's Ringer. He's looking for the equaliser. Ringer, Jovi Bay. Oh, he left it behind. Oh, and we thought he would have popped it away. We thought that was all over, bar the shouting. And he look at that from one man. Nero fires it up for Alessandro Bassoni. But it's out of play. Over the sideline will be a sideline hit in. Bassoni would have liked to pick that one up, but he wasn't able to do it. Back he goes. Drop ball after 8 seconds. You then have 5 seconds in which to make the strike. It is Garvey Bay who sends it forward. Up there to the front door. Who will be picking it up? It will be Nero. He turns it around. One more. There goes Mackenzie Wace up for the pass as Nero waits. Nero pushes forward. Bensadon comes in to try and hook his stick. Still Nero advancing. He's got Bensadon behind him. Ringer in front of him. And the great man is still advancing. He takes the little backhand flick. Clever play. Finds Terrera, who was lurking out on the balls. Terrera fires it forward for his number one, Alessandro Bassoni. In comes Garvey Bay. Garvey Bay tried to cut that one, didn't get the length he was looking for. Jovi Bay can't come in. Unfortunately, it's gone over the back line. Out of play. Knock in. 8-7. 3.5 minutes remaining in this fifth chukka. Still everything to play for both these two teams. The place in the semi-final against either Park Place or Vikings at stake. There's the long arm signature hit I keep telling you about by Garvey Bay. There had been a little collision there between Jovi Bay and Mackenzie Wace. So you saw Garvey take the long arm swing. We might have a little look at that on the replay, those of you watching. So there, ooh, yes, there was a bit of a bump between Jovi and Mackenzie in that career that spanned 1994 to 2008. John, thank you very much indeed. Let's give a little hand of applause, please, for Talacrest for their ongoing sponsorship of this Prince of Wales Championship Cup. And thank you very much indeed, John, for all that you do for polo, both around the country and here at Guards Polo Club. So they've had a look at that on the replay. And they've decided to move the ball right the way down the field for that inadvertent collision. And this one, you saw that on the replay. Fortunately, no harm done, but BP Polo get the chance to have an opportunity to equalise. So they come in. And he puts it away. And that's the equaliser. And that really is very good news for BP Polo as Ringer puts them on to the number 8 on the board. Back to the centre they come. Looks like Juan Manera has got on to JM Fanta. This is a really good pony of his. So obviously there's a little bit of pressure out there now if he is indeed on Fanta. As the ball is struck forward there by Ringer. What a strike by Ringer. He sends it forward to the front door. Through comes Nero. He didn't connect, but fortunately for him, backing up well was Alessandro Bassoni. Bassoni takes it towards the boards. In comes Jovi Bay. Takes the backhand. Through comes Ringer. Big bump with Terrera. The two of them have a good collision, but their contact was good. When you meet shoulder to shoulder, that's absolutely the way you should do it. Nero comes in, turns the ball around. Mackenzie Wace is there with him now. Was it over the back line? A little discussion. Whistle is gone, so the clock will stop with 2 minutes and 14 seconds registering on the clock. So Looks like Garvey Bay might be back on that stallion I was telling you about. Zorro will be a knock-in. I think there was some discussion about whether it had been hit over their own back line or not. White knock-in being given. I think the umpires were consulting with the referee, who had a look on the replay. They've given their adjudication, and it will be a white knock-in, as you heard. Bringing it in, One Mile Nearer. As I said, looks like he's on this very good horse of his, Fanta. Drives it forward for Mackenzie Wace, who just waits. Tucks inside Ringer. Wace sends it forward. Remember, it's 8 each on the board at the moment. Nero comes forward. Jovi Bay appealed for the foul. Now, the point is, was it a foul or did Jovi Bay knock him in correctly? Both umpires blew their whistle. They'll had a pretty good idea of who was on the right of way, and they will be able to establish what was correct and what wasn't. You can see that on the replay. Here we go. Just sending it forward there. Now you see up there goes Nero. Didn't get a very good look at that, but looks like they felt that Jovi Bay did unfortunately slightly hit One Mile Nero incorrectly, so it will be a penalty in favour of Monterosso. So having looked at that on the replay, they've decided to give a penalty in favour of Monterosso, saying that One Mile Nero had the right of way, Jovi Bay didn't hit him correctly, and therefore they've given a penalty 3, 40 yards out. Plenty of polo still left in this match. Still anybody's game as to who will go through to the semi-finals on Sunday. Mackenzie Wace to take the strike. Actually, it's a penalty too. It's an open goal. He puts it away. Another one up onto the board. Number 9 now for Monterosso. Wace, the goal scorer from 30 yards out. A minute and a half remaining. 9-8, Monterosso lead. Jovi Bay comes back in, the last player in. Jason Dixon calls for a tunnel, he gets one. Picked up in there, in the line out there by Rufino Bencidon. Called off it by Garvey Bay, who fires that up for Jovi Bay. Jovi's out on his own. Bassoni goes back with him. Jovi Bay brings it down. Jovi Bay, Jovi Bay, Jovi Bay. Has he found? He has indeed. And that's the equaliser. BP Polo are back in business as Jovi Bay took the pass from Garvey and sent it through the net, through the goal mouth. Watching that on the replay. Very nice, steady play from Jovi Bay. He didn't lose his head. Spent it nicely, popped it away. Very nice goal for Jovi Bay. Equaliser, 9 apiece in this 5th chukka. 30 seconds remaining. Possession important. It's taken by Terrera. Terrera fires it forward. Back in defence goes Hinara Ringer. Ringer checks, takes the cut shot. Thought he was going to take the backhand, but he did just enough to not come across that right of way. Now he brings it around the corner. He's got Bencidon behind him. Now he brings it the other way. Nice play there as Ringer foxed the ball. Still has it. Bencidon will go forward. Behind him he's got Garvey Bay. He's trying to avoid the hook of Terrera. Here he comes. Takes it forward. Nice play from Hinara Ringer. Ringer still pushing forward. Ringer takes it forward, leaves it. That was unfortunate for him. Bencidon was on the inside. Garvey Bay is waiting there for Bassoni. There goes the bell as Terrera brings it off the boards. Nero is waiting for the pass. There's the pass. Goes up for Nero. Back though goes Garvey Bay in defence. Garvey takes it nicely on the near side. Still brings it around. Lost it, unfortunately. Was on that stallion Zorro. The backhand. Look at that for a solid backhand from Jovi Bay. In comes Bencidon. Terrera came through. Stole it away from him. 8 seconds remaining. Just enough time. Terrera firing it. 5, 4. Has he going to have enough time? In he comes. In there comes Garvey Bay. And the tutor goes. So there's no goal. We'll have to see how they'll start the next chukka. Quattrotera. Then you don't really get much better bloodlines. So the ball will be bowled in to restart play as we go in. It comes out the back. In there comes Jovi Bay. Jovi pushed it forward, left it behind. Nero comes in, but did at the light of way being picked up by Rufino Bencidon. We'll just have to wait and see. And I think that they're going to give ground. White shirts of Monterosso. So the defence was solid for BP. 9 apiece. Going into the 6th chukka. They could easily have lost one there with that rolling right in front of the goal mouth. They didn't take possession. BP got possession, gained the foul. They have solid defence. 30 yards is given by the white shirts of Monterosso. It'll be picked up now from the spot hit by Garvey Bay. Garvey fires it. Didn't quite manage to find any of his teammates. Nero mates it on the bounce. That was nice play by Nero. In comes Nero. Jovi Bay comes in. Cancels out Nero. Turned it around. Look at that from Hinara Ringa. Sends it up for Rufino Bensadon. But going back, shutting the door well, is Mackenzie Wace. Turns it out towards the balls. Hinara Ringa comes in. Takes the backhand shot. Didn't connect as well as he'd wanted to, but Garvey Bay has it. That was clever play from Garvey Bay. 3 goals, scooting away from 9 goals. Left it behind. Jovi Bay sent it left. He didn't get a hold of it. Nero plucked it out of the way. And you can see now the pressure is mounting. The tension is building. Mistakes are coming in as Terrera solidly picks the ball up. Terrera brings it forward. Extra Acho, one of his favourites he played in the first chukka. Pushes it up. There's the backhand from Ringa. But unfortunately, he's just gifted it to Mackenzie Wace, who's cancelled out there by Bensadon. In came Terrera, who turned it around. Challenging him is Ringa, and it's Terrera taking it forward. He's up towards the halfway line. Pushing now behind him is Ringa, who takes the angle backhand shot nicely out there to Rufino Bensadon. He's hooked out of it by Bassoni. Good hook from Bassoni. Terrera takes possession. Going up for the pass is Mackenzie Wace. Wace waits, takes it on the near side, swaps to the offside, gives himself a little bit of room. Ticking away is the clock. It's 9 apiece. Who's going to get first double figures on the board? Mackenzie Wace comes through, being pushed. Stolen away. That was good polo there from Garvey Bay. Sends it up to Rufino Bensadon. In front of Bensadon. It's taken by Juanma Nero. Ricochets off his pony. Picked up now for BP Polo by Garvey Bay. Sends it up to Bensadon. Bensadon's pony kicks it forward. Through he comes. It's Jovi Bay coming through. Jovi Bay didn't get much length onto that one. Through comes Bassoni. Bassoni took the backhand shot. Had possession. Took it around the corner. Reaching out there was Hinara Ringa. It's getting desperate out there. It really is. Ringa takes it forward. 9 all, 4 minutes and a half remaining. Ringa. That's got a familiar ring to it as Ringa takes it forward. Ringa coming through. Hinaro pushing. Jovi Bay behind him. Through comes Jovi Bay. Bassoni took the backhand shot. Garvey. Ball will be bowled in for a roll in. No incident. No harm done. A little tumble by Mackenzie as the ball is bowled in. Who's going to take possession? It's possession by Ringa. Ringa comes through the back end. Now it is going to be Bensadon. Bensadon through. Jovi Bay. Has he found the flags? Whistler's gone. Now who had it? Possession was taken by Terrera going away, but had there been an infringement before that? This is the question. Right there in front of the goalmouth. And the penalty does go for BP Polo. So as they took possession, Monterosso came across the right of way, and a little tickle there by Garvey Bay, and double figures for BP Polo, and they take the lead by 10 goals to 9 in chukka number 6. Well. We do have a real game of polo on our hands here with BP Polo. Garvey Bay just topped it away from 10 yards out. 10 for BP Polo. 9 for Monterosso as the clock ticks down. In there now, picked up, and it's Nero. Says, oh, you may be thinking you've got it, but I've got business to wet play as well. And it's one man, Nero, who pushes down with Jovi Bay. Nero comes down. Now he asks for the acceleration. Big ride off with Jovi Bay. Checks. Nero. Terrera behind him. In there came Bensadon, stole it on the near side, and what a play there by Bensadon, near side, offside, and it's Bensadon who breaks clear. Rufino Bensadon is being hunted down by Guillermo Terrera. Terrera comes down, Bensadon's out on his own. Can he finish it off? Rufino Bensadon, in comes Terrera, and he's got it. My, and Bensadon comes away, makes it goal number 11 for BP Polo. Just look at this on the replay. What a lovely individual run by Rufino Bensadon. Down he comes, takes it down there. He's being hunted down by Torreira. Pops it away. Goal is good. 11-9. The team of BP Polo lead. Well, Bensadon took it on the near side, then he took it on the offside and he broke clear and away they go. Now what's hit it? Picking it up is Wace. Wace says, I can get one back, and it's Mackenzie Wace for Monterosso. Wace takes it down the field. Has he found the flags? Mackenzie Wace, in comes the attempt at goal. I think he's got it. Yes, he has. My golly, what a game of polo we're having here. As Mackenzie Wace said, don't you worry, to his teammates, I can get one too. Mackenzie Wace popped it away. As Wace makes it number 10. Nice play by Wace, as up he moves to the 10th goal for Monterosso. Possession in the line-out is what counts, as Wace takes it out of the line-out. The young 19-year-old comes around the corner. He's being hunted down by Ringer. Wace comes in. Now it's Nero. He's hunted by Jovi, but did Nero have the right-of-way? I don't know. Did Bay have the right-of-way? Let's see. We'll just have to wait to see what they think of that one. Perfectly okay. 3 times for 3 minutes. It is Garvey Bay who's going to take the strike. Waiting is Alice. Look at that for the signature long-arm swing I keep telling you about. He's pumped that one up to the front door. But who's there? Guess who it is? It's 1-1 Nero. Comes round. Nero brings it solidly around the corner. Nero pushing forward with Jovi Bay, and it's Nero who goes away in front of Jovi Bay. The horse race is on. It could be the 2:30 at Ascot. Putting the brakes on is 1-1 Nero. Pony kicks it forward. Nero still has it. In there coming to challenge him is Ringer. It's Nero. Nero scooting past Bay. Bay's not going to give him ground. 1-1 Nero it wasn't able to get there first. The backhand was taken, I think, by Ringer. Only finds Guillermo Torreira winding down. 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining. Here we go. Torreira pushing for Monterosso. Torreira backhand solid by Ringer. Who's it found? It's found Torreira. Torreira brings it around the corner. Monterosso still pushing. In behind him is Nero. In behind him is Wace. It's Torreira. Torreira, could it be 11 or? Oh my word. Torreira's almost out of the saddle, and he is. Torreira was on the deck. Jason Dixon drops the ball down, and it's going to be Garvey Bay who takes the strike. Possession with them with 50 seconds. What they'll be doing is trying not to foul and keep possession. He fires it up to Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay's over the top. The little backhand flick by Wace. In there comes Bassoni on Lithuania. Turns it for Torreira. Torreira comes through. Torreira push forward there. Through comes Garvey Bay. Garvey misses it, but Sensadon comes through. And time ticking away for Monterosso. Torreira comes in. Fired up there by Bensadon. Through comes Nero. Nero brings it around the corner. Nero through comes Bovey. Oh my word! And that's exactly what they didn't want to do. 25 seconds remaining on the clock. The last thing you want to do is give away an infringement. Unfortunately, that is exactly what they were doing, and they're going to push this one forward to the penalty 4 position. And that was a shame. Monterosso. Here we go. Look at that on the replay. Comes around the corner, and he comes. Unfortunately, Nero tried to take his swing. The red player came underneath his swing. A penalty 4. It's 60 yards out. Mackenzie Wace goes off to change his pony. Obviously wants a better pony in order to take the strike on. If he's going to take it, no pressure on these players now for Monterosso. This is a make or break occasion. Either they put it in and level, they put it wide. I doubt there will be time to do much else. Wace goes off. He went to change his pony. He wanted a better hitting platform. He's been very solid in all the penalty taking so far in this Talacrest Prince of Wales Championship Cup. As back he comes onto the field, the young man from Florida, 19 years of age. This one is for the equaliser. 25 seconds. He'll just come down, tee the ball up, make certain that he's got it exactly the way he wants it, and then the ball will be ready for him to take the strike. Tees the ball up nicely. Just making every effort to make sure that ball is nicely teed up. With 25 seconds exactly remaining on the clock. I think think that is Machitos Patsy that he's got onto, so obviously has trust in this pony for giving him a good hitting platform. No pressure. So this is Mackenzie Wace to get the equaliser, and I think that's Machitos Patsy. In he comes. I'm going to go silent. Let's all go silent. Touch the moment. Mackenzie Wace for the equaliser. Wow, he's hit it, but he's hit it wide. Oh my word. That was wide. He wanted to put it in. He's put it wide. And that's a disappointment for them. 11 seconds remaining. BP Polo will just want to keep possession. They won't want to foul. Garvey Bay sends it to the right. Sends it up there for Jovi Bay. Backhand from Nero. Turned it round. Time is ticking away. 1 second. In there came the backhand. There it goes. And Alessandro Bassoni was not able to finish it off. And commiserations to the team of Monterosso. Unfortunately for Alessandro Bassoni, Mackenzie Wace, Guillermo Torreira and Juan Marnero, they weren't able to get it away, but congratulations, many congratulations to BP Polo in the form of Jovi Bay, Genaro Ringa,